Most people spend their lives working for money, but the wealthy, they think like owners. And the difference isn't just in what they earn, it's in how they think. And that is the power of the ownership mindset, shifting from earning a paycheck to building something that puts you in control. And there's a powerful framework that breaks this down, showing exactly why some people stay stuck while others create real financial freedom. I am so happy to have you here with me today. Let's get started. So what exactly is the ownership mindset? It's not about having a fancy title or starting a company tomorrow. It's about a mental shift, a decision to stop relying solely on active income and start building things that last. Now, people with an ownership mindset, they don't just ask, how much am I making? They ask, what am I building that can grow without me? They see money as a tool for leverage, not just something to spend. And they prioritize assets, equity, and control, not just effort and titles. Now, this shift reframes how you see income, time, and even success itself. And to bring that into focus, let's look at a powerful tool that's going to help map out the 4 ways that people earn money and how each path aligns or misaligns with the ownership mindset. Now, to apply the ownership mindset, you need to understand the structure of income and where your current approach fits. And that's where the cash flow quadrant comes in. This was introduced by Robert Kiyosaki in his book, Cash Flow Quadrant. And this framework breaks income into 4 different categories, not based on how much you earn, but instead how that income is generated. So I want you to picture a square that's divided into 4 parts. Now on the left-hand side, E is for employee. You work for someone else, you earn a paycheck, but your time is your income. S is for self-employed. You work for yourself, but your income still entirely relies on you. You're in control, but you're also the engine. Now on the right-hand side, B is for business owner. You build systems that run without your daily involvement. People or platforms generate value independently of your time. I is for investor. You own assets that appreciate and produce income. This could be stocks, real estate, or business equity. Now, the left-hand side of the quadrant is built on effort. The right-hand side is built on ownership and leverage. Now, where you are right now, it's not meant to judge. It's just about realizing what each side leads to. One earns while the other builds. Something that's critical to understand is this. The left-hand side of the quadrant doesn't just demand more effort. It comes with more limitations. Employees and self-employed people pay taxes before they invest, earn only when they work, and have limited scalability and less control. Meanwhile, business owners and investors can grow wealth before taxes. They separate time from income, and they retain control of the systems and assets that they build. And here's the key. You can't pass down your paycheck, but you can pass down ownership. And this is why the ownership mindset matters. It creates durability, it creates freedom, and it's how people move from just earning money to building wealth. So how do you actually start thinking and building like an owner? It's going to begin with honest reflection. I want you to ask yourself, where is my income really coming from? If I were to stop working today, does my money stop too? Do I own anything, a system, a product, or an investment that earns value over time? Am I just earning, or am I building something that I can keep? Now, if your income depends entirely on your time, you're on the left-hand side of the quadrant, and that's okay. The point isn't to feel behind, it's to get clear about your starting point and to begin shifting. Now, here are 4 practical ways to move toward ownership and what each one might look like for you. You can build a side hustle that scales with minimal input. So instead of doing one-on-one consulting forever, a person who's a career coach might create a video course or a paid newsletter that reaches hundreds with the same effort. You can invest consistently in appreciating assets. A nurse who automatically invests in index funds and later adds a rental property is using her active income to build long-term passive wealth. You can turn your expertise into repeatable products. A designer who creates downloadable templates or branding kits can earn income again and again from a single body of work. And you can create systems so that you're not the bottleneck. A photographer who trains a second shooter and outsources editing can serve more clients without doubling their hours. Now, none of these require quitting your job tomorrow, but they all require a different lens, one that prioritizes ownership over output. So I want you to start small, start simple, but above all, start building something that works even when you don't. And that is the ownership mindset. And that's going to do it for today's video. Working harder might increase your income, but thinking like an owner is going to build your future. The ownership mindset is how you move from surviving to scaling, from reacting to leading. Now, if this gave you something to think about, why don't you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the next one. Also, please share this video and this channel with someone that can benefit from the content that we cover. I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, I want to encourage you to dream big, to live well, and do great things. And I look forward to seeing you in the